welcome to Revelations Through Language, the channel where we look into the deeper meanings behind the phrase and words that we use today through the lens of faith. Come with me as we embark on a journey to discover the truth.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Revelations Through Language. Thank you for joining for another episode today. So today's episode is going to be a part 2 of the previous episode on humility. So I've made 2 previous episodes on humility. So first video being humility itself, and then the second being around humility and the things that come with humility. And today's video, which is the third and final part of my series in humility, will be looking at all the things that come with being humble. So if you've watched parts 1 and 2, just to kind of amalgamate the two and give a quick summary. So in part 1 was mainly talking about humility being the very ability to be human, so human ability, and it being what God obviously created us to be, because he created us in his image, he created humans. And then the second episode being more on the reasons why God favors those who are humble. And obviously being humble means lowering your own estimation of yourself and then being able to place God above you in order to do his will. So humility is all about being able to do God's will, surrendering, putting yourself below him so that he can be above you and he can guide you and you can put your trust in him. Hence why Christianity is, following an example of God. It's a faith. It's following the path that's been set and trusting in the Lord. And those who are obviously humble and submitted to the will of God in doing the will of God and doing God's work are under his protection and also have purpose and a direction in their lives. And also, as I mentioned in the previous video, God moves them up, he promotes them at the right time. So humility being all about being selfless, letting yourself go, putting God's will above your own. It made me start thinking of a few things. So humility obviously being those who first seek God and his will before anything else. And that made me think of a Bible verse. And the verse being Matthew 6:33. So, but first seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. And when I read that, it made me start thinking, okay, if all this stems from humility, and humility is human ability, the ability to be human, then those who seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, what are all of these things that will be added onto you that come from humility? So I started looking at some words that we use today that have ability in them, and all of them, remember, stemming from humility. So in order to have all of these things added onto you, all of these things come from being humble and being selfless and seeking first the kingdom of God. So obviously, firstly, we've got humility itself, and which is human ability. And then these are some of my favorite ones that I kind of just chose to play around with. And then you've also got responsibility, so the ability to respond. So that's your actions and reactions. We've got respectability, so the ability to earn respect. Accountability, so the ability to account for your actions. Affordability, availability, so the ability to avail yourself. So all of these things, if you notice, and I've put some more extras on the screen as well, you've noticed that all of these are not material things. So these are all things of emotions, the spirit, rather than it being material. And that's the whole point of Christianity about the things of the spirit rather than anything physical or possession or material. So all of these, once again, stemming from humility. So in order to be humble, when you are humble, so those who are humble, those who serve and seek first the kingdom of God rather than their own will, all of these things will be added onto you. And this kind of lines up with my video also on contentment, with those who are content in the Lord having everything, having all the resources that they need. So humility, you have all of these things added onto you, and you'll be content in the Lord, meaning the Lord will provide all of these things and all of these things to guide you as well. And it's also important for me to add that because these are abilities, and ability being something that you possess and something that's a means, and obviously as the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh. So with the ability to be humble and all of these things that are added onto you, it's a constant. So it's for you to constantly seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness above your own, rather than you get it once and then you let it go. It's a constant, and it's a thing that you do for the rest of your life. Because if we're using ability as the barometer, anything that you earn or you do, it can go up or down. So this is for you to be constantly humble, constantly seeking the will of God above your own, and all of these things will be added onto you. So especially with it being a Christmas period, it's important for us to take time to reflect, enjoy the holidays, of course, but yeah, take time to reflect and have a humble spirit and the reason why we're all here. So I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year ahead. I'll be taking next week off, so next week there won't be an upload. I'll be taking some time off to do some more recordings as well as put my feet up and rest. So may we all rest in the Lord. Wishing you all a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. See you all in 2024.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. In the meantime, check out some of my other deep dives. Until the next one, God bless.